Hi gorgeous, welcome to my channel. If you do not know who I am, hi, my name is Beri, and if you're seeing me for the first time, nice to meet you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be gisting you guys on how I almost got dismissed from my secondary school, and in the process I'm going to be doing my makeup for you guys. But if you want more details, I just uploaded a video. My last video is actually a makeup video, or just browse my channel and check for the detailed button test makeup tutorial. So disclaimer, guys, I'm not trying to bash my high school or something. Please, I loved my high school wholeheartedly, okay, but like I'm just trying to give an insight of what my life used to be, or my past life or my secondary school life per se. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as you can tell, I've already done my brows off camera and my eyeshadow base just to save time for this video. I went to Baptist High School Yaoundé for 7 years, and that's a boarding school if you don't know already. um and this story happened when I was in Form 5 2017. And I was already writing GC. In fact, it was during GC period. Besides, so during GC period, since it's boarding school, everybody goes on long-term holiday while the people writing GC stay in school. He gets to study and write. In fact, it was the writing process. So during this period, normally or usually, our school kind of have cases of like the word they call camp. We have a boys camp and we have a girls camp, like boys dormitories and girls dormitories. But because it's GC and because everybody has gone home, the whole school is free. There's a lot of room. Anybody can move to any dormitory or his or their church. Just move, just to be free in all the space, since nobody's in school again apart from us. So in this situation, boys and girls will start exchanging camps. So it was never really boys come again or girls come again. It was just camp, because we used to also reside with rats. So it was animal camp or any any type of camp you can call him. So in this story, I'm not going to mention anybody's name. Most of them are my friends, but I'm not going to mention their names. So we're going to use food and name them basically. So this period we're writing GC, and around this situation, GC was already getting finished from 5 ordinary level. That's what I was writing. Basically, I was an ordinary level student. So I'd already written most part of my exam, and in this period, I was just waiting for the last subject, which was citizenship. So I'm using a brown shade, just very neutral, because I'm going to do a very bold lip today. So yeah, I was in the dormitory called the bunker dormitory. Bunker floor or bunker dormitory basically means the floor where people who are writing GC stay. So from 5 and upper seat live in the bunker floor, in the bunker dormitory. And this floor was the ground floor in the girls' camp. This event happened 3 days before Citizenship Day. Yeah, 3 days before Citizenship Day. And like I said, I don't have the same GC timetable like everybody else. So on this day, it was a free day for everybody. But the next day, some of my friends were going to write human biology, HB. So in our dormitory, you can tell dormitories have bunk beds, and I used to sleep on the bunk, and then I had somebody sleeping down. So guys, I decided to keep my eyeshadow very minimalist because um I'm trying to go very bold with my lips today. But for my eyeshadow, it's very simple to understand. I just did that brown shade you saw me do around, then I just use my finger to dab on the glitter. As I was saying, foundation. So by the way, guys, my dormitory is very divided, right? Like when you walk into my dormitory, my dormitory is divided into three. We used to call it middle section is the biggest section, then small section is the semi biggest section, or is the medium section, and then we had the ladies section, which was like a really small room where like there were just 4 beds in there, and it was just small, really small, and that was the most private section in the dormitory. I usually would sleep at the end of medium section, at the edge, angle 90 of medium, middle section, middle section, because that was the bed that was given to me by the school. The person sleeping under me was writing HB alongside with many others who wanted to study with her or study in our space, because our space was quite big and it could enable revision. So I decided to just excuse myself for the night and go somewhere else to go and do my friend's birthday frame, like I said. Yeah. So I moved to the ladies section, the private section I spoke to you guys about. In this ladies section were two of my very good friends. We're going to name them Potato and Cabbage. So Potato because she's dark skinned and Cabbage is very fair skinned. Don't come for me. If you know that I'm talking about you, you know. So yeah, Potato and Cabbage were sleeping together. They were really close. So I just came to that section. But unfortunately for me, they were really in a heated conversation with some boys, and I really did not want to have a conversation. I came to draw a frame, so I went to the other side of the ladies section just to have my peace and draw a frame. And then I had this other friend who was also studying for HB. So we're four girls in that section currently, and three boys who were in Potato and Cabbage's space chatting because there's no exam. Why not? Why should we not relax? So they were chatting. And mind you, Dom B is close to a window where somebody could see what was going on in the dormitory from outside. Yeah. Like I said, boys will be in our dormitory. There was no need to hide because they haven't caught anybody in the dormitories since we started writing GC. Guys, it's very forbidden for a boy to be in the dorm, but since they had not caught anybody by then, why not? Many boys were in the dormitory, but like in the section I was in, there were just three boys there. So like I said, as you can see from you, somebody who is standing from outside can see what's going on in Dombi. Okay, I was there during my frame, having my peace of mind, and then the dormitory just went silent, like really silent. I was like, what's going on? So I did not even want to. It was a little weird because the dormitory was really noisy for it to just go silent. That was weird. So I was like, what the hell is going on? Just for me to hear the guard say, oh, 99 days for the thief and 1 day for the owner. I was like, what just happened? I was really confused. Like, what's going on? Please, please enlighten me. So next up, concealer. So as the guard yells, it's a female guard though. Rest in peace. So she yells 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was really confused. And then I saw her walk into the dormitory with the principal. So at this time, guys, it was literally 1 a.m. in the morning. But because it's GC, everybody has to be up and studying, so we just usually lost like track of time. So and that's from there. As I saw the principal, I just understood why the dormitory just went silent. And surprisingly, all the boys that were in the dormitory by then just vanished. Like when I looked through the dormitory from where I was sitting in that section, I did not see any boy apart from the boys that were in cabbages and potatoes space. So the principal just comes and he's very quiet and cool, and he's like, you guys should go to class and go and write a report about what just happened. I was, mind you, I'm very confused. What just happened? For me to be clear that, oh, we just got caught entertaining boys in the dormitory. Ah, hey. I was like, please, yeah, who was entertaining? The principal did not want to hear. The principal did not want to understand that it was just potatoes and cabbage that the boys came to visit. He just said everybody that was sitting in that section, whether you were discussing or not, you move up and go and write a report. First of all, when this kind of thing happens, right, when we were just 2 days to closing, they cannot suspend you because suspension used to be like 6 days, 8 days, and then dismissal. Those are the punishments that they give you guys. And I'm going directly to 8 days, 6. Normally there's 2 days suspension for work, but I'm going directly to 6 and 8 days because there's no time. Like there's no time for us to be in school again for 2 days. We're already closing, so I just concluded that, oh, this is it. I'm going to get dismissed. So even writing a report is very useless. But let me just write it since I've been asked to. I was writing my report. I was like, guy, at least I was not there. I was not chatting with anybody. But at the end of the day, they took our reports and then we came back to the dormitory. Everybody was cold because everybody already knew that we were going to get dismissed. Mind you, after that night, my heart was racing because, see, I come from a house where you don't have to mess up all the school fee that I've paid for you. Why will you first of all even find yourself in that kind of situation? I don't know what to start telling anybody at home if I get dismissed, and that would just be bad for my results and just bad for my reputation. Because I don't really have a reputation. But yeah, and I was just so sad. I was so tense. I was so scared that, okay, if this is dismissal, what would I start telling my parents? I'll just leave the school and not go back to the house. Basically, like I'll just, I don't know, move out or just run away or just escape because my parents cannot handle it and I'll not be able to handle my parents' anger. Everything was going through my mind that period. So we asked to go back to the dormitory. And when we went there, everybody was just asking us, how was it? I didn't even have voice to even talk. The frame that I was even doing safe, I don't know, did I even give it? Absolutely not. Like, I couldn't even continue doing that frame. And I felt bad. But anyway, when we came back to the dormitory, like I said, Potato and Cabbage were very close, and they were sleeping in the same space where those boys came to visit. So when we came back, they had a fight. Like they had a serious fight. I don't know why, but they just had a serious fight, and it was not funny. I'm like, why are you guys fighting when you guys are not the only people in this situation? You guys are not the only people who are going to suffer parents' wrath. So just like they're just trying to, release anger or something. But that's how they don't treat. It's very crazy. So the next day was supposed to be discom, right? Where after you write your report, you go to the discom hall, then you wait for your verdict or you wait for your judgment. So the next day was discom. There's the disciplinary committee and there's the disciplinary council, right? When it's disciplinary council, it's just like the principal, the discipline master, and stuff like that. But like disciplinary committee is like the president of the PTA or these other external people. So how you know you're going to be dismissed is when you have the disciplinary committee where it involves now parents and PTA presidents and all those things that and they were deep, they were really deep. So I was like, okay, I just pray I go and meet a council, not a committee. Unfortunately for me, committee. Oh shit! I just did that. This is over. It's over for me in Baptist High School Yaoundé. Anyway, I went to go and pick my judgments or like my criticisms or something. So the boys went in first, and I heard them flogging those boys. If I did not hear right, or maybe it was just tension, but they flogged those boys. So Jesus Christ! So I started crying because I don't like cane. I don't like cane. Anyway, it was time for us to go in, and I saw the committee. And I was like, in fact, even if I have anything to say, it's going to be useless. Why? Because I'm just going to get dismissed. People should just tell me whatever you have to tell me. But like, we did not enter one after the other. We just entered like the four of us, the four girls that were there. Me, Potato, Cabbage, and let me just say beans. Yes, beans. So the three of us were there that insulted us. We are entertaining boys. All the big insults with the big English that I can hear. Anyway, but like after they insulted us, guys in the disciplinary council, they're supposed to give us a chance to defend ourselves or to like I don't know say something. But guys, they did not give us any chance. After that, they insulted us for straight 10 minutes or more. They told us to walk out, and we have a verdict the next day. Let me tell you what you just see about that night. Did I sleep? No. This is me imagining myself and how I'm going to pack my things. By the way, I was definitely going to pack my things because school was already finished, like we're already about to register. And mind you, the next day I was supposed to write my last subject. My last no, was it the next day? No, not the next day though. But I was now trying to prepare to write the last subject, citizenship. So I couldn't even study because I was thinking about everything and I was not even in the right state of mind. I couldn't sleep. I had a very bad night. I had sleepless night. And then I was just like, okay, let me just pray for myself. You never know, miracles can happen. Yeah. So then I prayed and I slept, hoping to wake up the next morning very early to go get my verdict or like my doom or like my punishment or my dismissal because that was it. Like that was what was in my head. And the next morning came and I woke up just for me to wake up and discover that assembly is already finished and they gave our verdict, but I was not in the assembly. Why? Because I was sleeping. I did not hear the bell. Guys, I just looked for somewhere and sat down because that's like double punishment. So you were not even there when they were even giving your verdict because you were sleeping. That was so heartbreaking. I just had to sit down and cry. Like I cried my eyes out because I was like, who will I even meet now? Like, how will I even know my verdict? I can't even face the principal. I can't even do it. I just had to cry because it was just going to be a long day. I sat and cried. And funny enough, guys, I was not the only person who wasn't on the assembly. Potato, Cabbage, Beans, the four of us did not come to the assembly. Like the four of us just miraculously slept off, did not hear the bell, when we were fully aware that they were supposed to give us our verdict. Is this not the devil? Oh shit. I cried. Then I was just like, you know what? Let the four of us muster up courage and go and meet the principal. So we had that courage. We went. We knocked the principal's door. It was locked. So he was not even around. I was like, dear God, what have I done? What have I done to deserve this? Papa, is this a sign? What are you telling me? Then we went downstairs. I went and met him around in the kitchen. And then he told us that, so you guys, like, he just started insulting us and stuff. I'm like, guy, you can insult us all you want to. But I just want to know if they've dismissed us. And by the way, the boys attended the assembly and they were dismissed. So I just needed a confirmation if I'm dismissed or not as them. And he was like, go and meet the discipline mistress. She's going to tell you guys what happened because I don't have time for your child. Anyway, So we went to meet our very harsh discipline mistress, who is very strict, and I really don't like, facing her, especially when you're a criminal. Guys, that was my face contour. I'm going to put on my blush right now, real quick. So I did my cream blush off camera and my reverse contour. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face with powder. Okay, going to meet the disciplinary mistress. She insulted us before even giving us our punishment, right? Then I say punishment because in the end of the day, she told us that the girls were just 2 days suspended each. So we had to start working this day, and tomorrow after we write our citizenship exam, we have to work before going home. Then we had to inform our parents. I'm testing my face. Don't worry, it's going to look crazy. Trust the process. So, so yeah, I was just 2 days suspended. I was so happy. I've never been so happy to work punishment this much. And mind you, I'm supposed to study for the next day, but God knows that I was not even ready to study. I was just jubilating, and I felt very bad for my friends who got dismissed. Something till today, I don't know why they still do not dismiss us, because all the insults they gave us in the council was crazy. Guys, I'm just putting powder everywhere I highlighted, but thank God we did not get dismissed, and I was so happy. I was so happy we didn't. So this madam, I don't really like her because she gives a lot of weird punishments that you said you can never imagine you'll be doing. Because now she took the punishment so personal, it was so hard. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to pass, I'm going to work, I'm going to study, and I'm going to pass that citizenship that I'm supposed to write, because I've over messed up, and then for me to fail that citizenship again, it would just be double, and I was just trying to have all my papers. Yeah, so that's it. I did not get dismissed. I'm just going to finish this book with you guys. First of all, thank God for group. Thank God for where I am right now. I'm using my buffer brush to just buff that powder. I'm not trying to bake my face. And then I'm going to use a regular face powder just to do that. Press and buff out. So guys, moving on to my lips. Like I said, we're going to do a very bold lip today. So I'm going to use a black liner instead of a brown lip liner. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I went off camera to do finishing touches on my hair and accessorize my body, as you can tell. But if you like this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. It's going to really help my channel to grow. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Those of you who have already subscribed, thank you for the number of subscribers that we have now. And yeah, thank you, because I know that we're going to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. If you keep liking my videos and sharing my videos to your loved ones and everybody who means a lot to you. What else? I loved doing this type of videos. So if you want me to keep this type of content, if you want me to keep telling you stories or other things, just tell me in the comment section, and yeah, I'll be so happy, more than happy to reply you. Yeah, that's it for this video. Guys, don't forget to keep smiling and keep beautiful. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.